For those of you who are interested in knowing more about this, obviously you can read Al-Tabari. I've got the massive set behind me. There's other ancient Islamic sources that have been translated into English where you could get a history. An easy way to do it would be to read a book called After the Prophet. And the name escapes me who wrote it, but it was written in the last 5 or 10 years by a woman who just dug into Al-Tabari and then gave kind of it almost reads like a novel. But it's based primarily on the facts as recorded by Muslim historians. All right, so Ali is now in charge. But there are people that are outraged that he did not execute those who had murdered Uthman. And some of those corrupt people that I've mentioned to you, they fled and they decided that they were going to have a revolt against Ali. So now Ali has got civil war on his hands for the first time. He had always pledged allegiance to avoid civil war, and now a civil war is begun. And Aisha travels and gathers men with her to meet in battle, her Muhammad's son-in-law. There was real hatred between her and him, mostly from her part, because she was accused of committing adultery once when she fell asleep or something. Her story, she fell asleep out in the desert, and when they were leaving, the army was leaving, no one took her, no one brought her with them. And a man came and found her there and brought her back. So she comes strolling into town after the army is back, and there she is on the camel with this guy leading her. And so the rumors started going that she had had an affair with this guy. So Muhammad sought advice. What do I do? And Ali said, you can get more wives. Just put her away. Just divorce her. And he didn't take that advice, but she heard about it and she was enraged. She's a teenager at that point, okay? A young teenager. And she was enraged that Ali and never forgave him. So they fought. So she goes on a camel with chain mail all around the camel. And if you ever look for images of it, you see arrows, literally scores of arrows that people were shooting at this camel, trying to kill her. And there was so much metal, so much chain link on it, the arrows are sticking out all over the thing. And none of them actually got to her. She was scratched. She had a couple little places where there was bleeding, but she had no mortal injury. And the forces of Ali won and wiped out thousands of Muslims. It was down to 300 men that were surrounding her, and they were just killing them. They were just surrounded by thousands of Ali's men, and they had killed thousands of those with Aisha, and they were getting closer and closer and closer. And finally, I believe Ali sent one of his sons he said, stop, just lay down your arms. If you guys will lay down your arms, we'll stop killing you. And they did, and someone came and took her out of the carriage that was sitting on top of the camel. He forgave her. She said something very inane like, Ali is the best of men. No apology, no recognition of the horror that she had unleashed. So now, with all these dead Muslims, in a full-blown civil war, it kept on going, and forces that were still loyal to Uthman and wanted his blood avenged, they got an assassin to kill Ali. Ali had 2 adult sons at that point, Hussein and Hassan. Okay? Hassan and Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Obama, our president, is named after one of the sons of Ali, one of the grandsons of Muhammad. I have never been able to ascertain if his dad was a Shiite, but Hussein is a very popular Shiite name because Hussein was one of the heroes in this narrative. I'm out of time now, so I can't go further, but it wouldn't surprise me if the president, our president, gave this deal to Iran, knowing that they're going to get a nuclear bomb, because he was brought up by a Shiite father, and his loyalties are to the Shiites. I don't know if it's true. All I know is that the Sunnis and the Shiites have hated each other since then. There has been civil war against each other, killing against each other from that day forward, and it continues to today. Most of those that were loyal to Ali were in what was Persia, and is modern Iran, And the rest of the world, about 85 or 90% of the Muslims, remain Sunnis. And the conflict has been going on to this day. Hope you enjoyed the history lesson about the peaceful religion of Islam.